Hey, deserving listeners, it's time to continue our journey watching 90 Day Fiancé. As always, never use these videos as a replacement for therapy. If you need therapy, get a therapist yourself. You deserve that, to have that individualized service. And let's get to the show.
Let's see.
Oh, it's nice. Cute.
Cute?
Uh-huh. I was thinking when we finish the Halloween, we could put heat at slot machine, heat at the garage.
No. Everything else, I've walked away from. I'm not letting it. No, it's not even an option. I'm sorry, no.
Yeah, from my memory, for the mom, it symbolizes her husband. It's a object that her husband gave her or something. And you see that pain in the mom as Larissa is asking to move the slot machine into the garage. For the mom, I'm guessing that would feel like putting her husband in the garage. And once again, why is Larissa the one leading the charge here? Why aren't the two of them working this out? And then Colt is the one going to the mom, because this is a recipe for disaster for the two of them to have a conflict and for Colt to play the middle person. I'm guessing for Colt, he's like, well, I don't mind keeping the slot machine, but Larissa wants to move it, so I'll let the two of them work it out. But history has told us they don't have a likelihood of being able to work that out. Another thing Colt could be doing right now is saying, Larissa, wife of mine, love of mine, understand that the slot machine to my mom symbolizes my father, her husband, and it's very special. And I get that it's big and you don't like it. Now, that doesn't mean you don't put the slot machine in the garage, because maybe there's something the three of them could work out. But I would think that would be at least brought up or cared for or something in this conversation.
He told me that he doesn't care about it. So
You may not care about it, but I do.
I did not say that. Don't put words in my mouth.
What did
I like
you say?
I didn't say anything.
Larissa is trying to push my buttons again. She will do stuff just to make me upset. I think it's because she wants me to move out of the house.
Right, which seems to be likely, that Larissa doesn't want Debbie to live in the house. And Larissa is entitled to having that preference. She wants to live with Colt alone, and she wants to potentially bring her kids up and not have Debbie in the house. Totally fine to have their preference. But the key is that the three of them work together on the bigger picture, which is not necessarily kick Debbie out, but maybe Debbie needs to go to therapy so that she can learn how to love herself and have other people in her life, invite other people into her life, instead of depending only on Colt. And then crumbling when the idea is put out there that Debbie moves out, and then Colt feels very guilty and shameful and like a bad son, and so he doesn't know what to do, so he doesn't push Debbie to move out. Larissa gets upset and the conflict escalates. So I wish that they would do something along those lines.
You already put my food processor, it was sitting up on the top of the cupboard. You put it on a box in the garage.
I put the box in the garage because it was up and a lot of dust around.
Oh, the garage is so much better than an open box. There's no bugs or anything.
But
you could have asked me. The box isn't even closed. I didn't even know it was out there till I looked up and
Deb, I'm sorry, but you are territorialist. You don't care. You never care about the things there.
Just
because I told you. Oh my God, now I care.
So they're not really talking about the food processor, right? We all understand that. They're talking about something much more fundamental, that Larissa doesn't want Debbie in the house, and Larissa wants power in the house. And she's entitled to want that. That's fine. But there needs to be care and a plan, and Colt needs to be in charge of that, because he's the one connected to the mom. He's the one connected to Larissa. So Colt needs to be at the forefront, just like the therapist said, that he needs to figure out how to get these people to get along with each other. He has to be the one stepping forward. I get where he comes from. He's like, I don't know what to do. I kind of agree with my mom. I kind of agree with my wife. I don't know what to say. I hope they can work things out. And if I get involved, I'm going to piss off one of them. I don't know what to do. I'm afraid, but that's not a mature way of approaching it. You need to say, no, I need to figure out a plan here. I need to go on a campaign where I am the middle person, where I actually work with my mom. We have a bigger plan here of when is my mom going to move out? What's the bigger picture here? I'm going to tell my wife I've got it taken care of. Here's the timeline. And Larissa can say, okay, my husband's taking care of it. Instead, Larissa is saying, I guess I'm just going to have to take matters into my own hands. And then bad things happen. So this is unfortunate to see happen yet again. Hey, deserving listeners, as you know, I'm constantly recommending that people go to therapy. We all need therapy from time to time. One of the options available that is definitely worth checking out is BetterHelp.com. So if you're looking for a therapist, I would give it a try by going to BetterHelp.com/Kirk. Make sure you use the /Kirk because you get 10% off your first month and it helps us out. I get a lot of emails from you saying that you're looking for a therapist. As you watch these videos, I know many of you have been motivated to find your own therapist, but I know it can be really hard to find a good one to work with. Like I said, one of the options available to try is BetterHelp.com/Kirk. And you should know that this service is available to clients worldwide, which is amazing. I've been told that you can start communicating with your therapist in under 24 hours. You can message with your counselor anytime. Plus, you can schedule weekly video or phone sessions. And I've been told that it's often less expensive than in-person therapy. So go to BetterHelp.com/Kirk to get 10% off your first month of therapy today.
I'm done with Debbie. I don't like her behavior. She controls everything. She's the man of the house, and I want that Colt to be the man, not Debbie.
Right. So there's these narratives that are developing that Debbie is the man of the house. But I think that this is actually telling that she wants Colt to be the man. So this happens in family systems sometimes as well, where Larissa is looking for contact with her husband. She wants a husband to have contact with her. She wants a husband to have force and power. And her efforts to get him to have force and power is to attack the mom because she's trying to provoke her husband to have contact and power with her so that he will step forward and take control. It feels good to just have a spouse that actually is assertive and, taking action, depending on your preferences. And so subconsciously or consciously, you go on the attack against Debbie because you're hoping that your husband is going to step in and do something. But what ends up happening is that the bigger the conflict between you and Debbie, then the husband now is like, oh, now I can't get involved because now I'm going to piss off one side or the other and it looks really bad and I don't know what to do. And it just perpetuates this problem. Instead, just going to husband, couples therapy, husband, I need you to step up and figure out what's going on here. I don't want to be the one to communicate to your mom. Let's figure out a plan, and then you initiate that plan because it's your mom. I don't want to be the one doing the plan, but let's work together. What's our plan regarding your mom? And that can be weeks of therapy. I've worked with couples for weeks on that issue. It's not an easy thing to talk about. There's a lot of grief and understanding and negotiations and listening to each other that needs to occur. I've seen none of that in this couple.
She doesn't care about one thing. I go there and clean and do anything.
Did you tell me
no,
you leave him?
No, I care. No, I care. Oh my God, you hurt me. You tore my things. Oh my God, you die because she.
Did you tell me?
You don't go there. Talk.
I can't talk to you when you're like
talk.
this. If you stop talking for 1 minute.
Oh, the feet hit me.
You're not moving the slot machine.
It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate to see. It's sad. All right. Well, that does it for that episode of Psychology in Seattle and what I watched this show and react to it. Let me know what you think in the comments. And everyone out there, please take care of yourself because you deserve it. You really, really do.